What does a data warehouse look like now? So what is a correct definition? Let's start with infrastructure. So in the old days, everybody has this concept of a data warehouse as a thing, and I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to have this data warehouse. Look, I bought a data warehouse, and I have it. And a lot of the vendors sort of jumped on that concept and used it to pull a fast one on a lot of people. So they had this concept of, look, here's an appliance. It has it has your data warehouse on it, and it's a piece of hardware, and you buy it, and now you have a data warehouse. Yep. Oh, so I can do analytics now? No, you can't do analytics yet. You got to put data in it first. Well, how do I do that? Oh, well, you have to buy this other software to get your data from all your silos and transform it and clean it and make it perfect and get the, take out your duplicates and fix the fact that you got 3 different addresses for the same guy and do all this stuff and then put it in. Well, where do I get all that? Oh, you got to buy that. Can I just buy it from anybody? No, you got to buy it from us because you bought our appliance and only our stuff works with the stuff that's on this appliance. So I got to give you more money, right? Okay, so I give you more money. Now I can do analytics. No, now you need something to do visualization. You got to have a BI tool that'll show dashboards and let you drill down and throw SQL at your appliance. That is your data warehouse. Well, wait a minute. Isn't a data warehouse designed to do analytics? How come I can't do analytics with this thing that you sold me unless I buy all these other things from you? And I can only use these other things because I bought this. Okay, so everybody understands the concept of lock-in, right? Okay, we're not going to do that again. So now you go to the cloud and you're like, hey, we're going to sell you a data warehouse. Look at this. It comes on this infrastructure and we're going to manage the infrastructure. So the hardware taken care of for you, the software, you just pay us and you get a data warehouse. So I can do analytics, right? No, you have to also pay us for the services that get the data in there and the data and the services. Oh, well, you have to use our services because you're on our cloud. This kind of sounds familiar to some of us. And this whole concept of lock-in of and this concept of a data warehouse is one thing. It's just, you just buy it and you got one. And that's not the way that is. So a data warehouse is not a technology. A data warehouse is an architecture. It's an enterprise architectural design. It has everything from, I have a whole bunch of different sources and I need some software to pull those in and combine them and put them into an analytical database, which is the heart of your data warehouse. Yes, but it is not the whole thing. The whole thing is the architecture. And so you get all the data in there and you got to be able to do all your analytics there, and then you got to be able to visualize it, and it's got to sit on some hardware, and maybe that's in the cloud. Maybe it's a Hadoop cluster. Maybe it's some specialized hardware. Maybe it's, simulation from some software like MinIO or VMware where they're simulating something else. You can do like private cloud. All of that, this entire slide, that whole thing, that is a data warehouse. That architecture, that concept of I have to have all of my data from multiple sources combined into a database, which sits on some hardware, and then visualize that and use that to do active drill downs. Now, I might also, for instance, have this in a Jupyter notebook. And maybe my active visualization is to show me a graph for exploration to see correlations. So there's more to it than just, I want a dashboard for my executives. But the big thing is I can put it all over the place. Don't feel like you have to be locked into one particular location. You should be able to put it where you need it. If I have a Hadoop cluster already and I want a data warehouse, I put the data analytics database on that Hadoop cluster, and I use that data, which I've already got the pipelines pulling in. It's like I don't have to rebuild from scratch just because I want to use a different database. It's like the rest of your infrastructure, the whole, yeah, it's there. There's no reason to redo it. And there's new ways to do it. You could do it on the edge. You can do it in the clouds. Just be careful not to get locked in. The clouds are great, but Amazon might be great this week and Google might be great next week. Don't get locked into one or the other. Be able to be free to go where you need. And if regulations change and you have to pull it on premises, you should be able to do that too. Your data warehouse shouldn't, your analytical database shouldn't lock you into having your entire architecture in one place or sold to you by one vendor.